We're here in Waco, Texas, at the Farmers Market East, playing the beast. Great Lakes Open in Wooden Holes. I'm Sarah Hokom. I'm here with 2014 Catrina Allen and Call the Shots. Hi, thank you for having me. We've had quite a battle this week here in Waco with Catrina Allen and Paige Bjerkaas coming in at a -7 on the first 2 days, matching their scores each round at a -3 and -4. It's going to be a battle out here today, and we'll see who comes home with the championship. Hole 1, par 3, 291 feet. It's a very gettable hole. You got a gap shot available, a hyzer available, and a sidearm hyzer available. You got the Upper Park Designs wall on the right side and an OB on the left side, making this a tight shot.
Dynamic discs and reigning world
We'll see a
champion,
variety of shots here
Paige Bjerkaas!
with Paige Bjerkaas leading us off.
Yeah, and I want to add, I think today was, to start the round, the calmest of the day. I would say the first 2 days we had a really strong right to left, actually, on this hole. Because I remember disking down on from what I did in practice.
Definitely open for scoring today.
Yes. Paige Bjerkaas going up the middle here with her Maverick
Next, representing
inside the circle.
Prodigy
It's a flippy fairway, I believe.
Catrina
I think so, yes. Is it a mid-range or is it a fairway?
It's a fairway.
It is a fairway. Okay, I wondered. Never want to ask her during the round, but
Right.
I'm actually throwing a X1 here.
Taking the
Hyzer.
hyzer.
Yes.
Yeah. You took the hyzer every round.
Every round, yes. Like I said, the first 2 rounds I actually threw H1B2 because we had that wind pushing. I didn't want to go out of bounds or long into the OB on the right. Paige Pierce will be throwing the Suspect, which is a putter, correct?
Yes. Her
Yep.
Tina
Tina.
Oakley suspect.
Her up the middle. It's a little right and a little low, but safe, so that will do. Because I think if you catch up there, you're OB, correct? You kind of have to repeat. Is that right?
Yeah, if you don't
you-
pass that area.
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably, I'm not sure actually where the OB begins and ends there.
That was the only reason I never wanted to go up to
yeah.
the middle, as I had that fear of.
I understand. Yeah,
Yep.
it's surprisingly for such a short hole, it's kind of a tough birdie.
Yep,
Vanessa with the hyzer as well.
yep, and she is throwing the new on disc wrap this year.
Safe.
Yep, safe, a little short, but nothing wrong with that.
It's always weird to not get really close to the basket on a 291-foot hole, but this one is tricky. I wonder
Yep.
what it is about this hole. Maybe it's just first hole jitters a bit, you think?
Yeah, and I think, like I said, that look how close the OB is here.
Right,
You know?
tapers there.
Yep, and if you pull it too far wide, you don't come back in. I think you're almost re-teeing. Good run there. She putts with the road.
Jawbreaker roach,
Job
yeah.
with the road. Yep. Overstable putter.
You're inside the circle here for the birdie.
I think, yeah. First hole.
Yeah.
Just a little jittery.
First hole. I always
'Cause
have
I
trouble
was not
feeling
a-
my fingers that early
Yeah.
in the morning, too,
Yeah, cold. A little bigger gallery than I expected.
which is a good thing.
Yeah, which is great. But definitely a different mindset for sure.
And Bjerkaas for 2. Also chain left.
Yeah, left side. That's not, I think, either of our misses when we miss. We're normally, I think,
You think
high or right. 'cause
right
we
side?
committed. Yeah.
Yeah, so that little under-commitment,
Yeah.
big gallery, cold fingers, first hole of the tournament.
Yeah.
They'll find their stroke. I have a feeling.
So this is for par.
Oh, that is a rare miss. Her stroke is looking so good lately.
I think Paige Pierce and I were talking about how aggressive but amazing her putt is. I'm like, I think she's the only person who sees her misses because I'm like,
I just expect everything inside the circle to go in.
exactly, yes.
So a little bit of a tough hole here to start.
Yeah, no twos, which is
No, and that was a little right, too.
yeah.
Good catch by the veteran.
Yep. uh, last round, hold, gallery,
Yeah, there's a lot of
nerves.
things into play there.
Yeah. We're all
Yeah, the hole played a little tough. Only 2 players actually got the birdie today.
Okay.
Valerie Monahano, the local standout, and then Lydia Lyons also got that birdie. So still knotted up at -7. The battle is just beginning. Vanessa dropping back by 1. And on to hole 2, par 4, 516 feet. The women are teeing from the tee pad you see right there, just slightly shorter from the men. The shot off the tee is typically a slight flex with a backhand. Trying to get it out into the open is basically a distance shot. There's also a nice sidearm line. Trying to end up with the shot giving you 200 feet or so to the basket with a tapering green and OB on the left and the right. A lot of trouble near the basket, but off the tee, it's a pretty safe shot.
Yeah. Paige Bjerkaas here with her Ballista Pro. I'd say this is the only hole you get to actually kind of just let loose. Everything's pretty tight in the woods, and then everything out in the open is also very tight because of the OB. This is one where you can kind of let go.
Yeah, even if you hyzer out a little left, there's still a nice hyzer line to get to the pin.
Yeah.
Righty backhand line. And if you end up flexing it like you just did, you actually kind of sometimes set yourself up for a harder shot because you have to throw it actually straight for 200 feet rather than getting to throw a hyzer.
Yeah. Paige Pierce here with her Bio Defender.
Trying to knock off a bunch of that distance. Oh, did she hit the cameraman there?
I don't know. I wondered that too, and I thought maybe we'd get to see that a little better, but
well,
no.
Probably doesn't matter actually. Ooh, little bit of extra turn there.
Yep. Vanessa throwing her Nuke SF, and actually I stabled up. I had thrown an X3 every round, and I threw a D2 here because I felt a left-right wind.
Mm-hmm.
So I
yeah,
was
we did have
pushing because we had a nice tailwind the first 2 days.
The wind is coming out of the east here today, which is different than the northern wind we had the first 2 days.
And I'm actually throwing A2 here, my approach, which I did not get flat and I did not get left. So
leaving yourself a putt.
Leaving myself a putt, yes. Which is
edge of the circle, outside.
I'm just inside.
Oh, my least favorite putt.
Vanessa went.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna say her zone. I actually.
Her new name is Vanessa, by the way.
Vanessa. Oh, that's cute. I like that. I kind of like that better than V. And then I'm going to assume a judge here.
Little hyzer, little extra hyzer out of the hand.
But a good miss.
Yeah, for sure.
15 to the left's never
Paige
bad.
only leaving about 100 feet here.
And she
runs it a little long.
Yep.
Little tester into a right to left head.
Yep. And I actually am in that, like, I don't know what you would call it. In the hole by the tree.
Weird footing.
So weird footing. Straddle didn't feel right. I kind of had to force myself to it.
Oh, that's a terrible kick off the basket there. A little bit of a roll there.
Yeah, a little roll off of those cages. I see that a lot, actually. The Paige for birdie.
Solid.
Yeah. And how many birdies did we have?
Well, the 54% of the field actually birdied this hole today.
Okay.
So, and there was actually only one bogey on the field.
Wow.
And this hole is one of the only holes that there was 100% fairway hits.
Okay.
So nobody went OB off the tee.
That's great.
Great job, ladies. It actually plays as the easiest hole on the course today.
Okay. Vanessa with a great putt.
I'm thinking they might need to keep us at the men's tee on this one.
Yeah, I would like to see that.
Yeah.
It makes for a tougher upshot.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of a tweener.
Yeah.
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 Either shorter, where we have a birdie opportunity, or longer. I thought that was coming back.
Ooh, it looked like it was.
Yep.
Ugh. It's always devastating to get those perfect putts that just come out somehow.
Yeah. But I think I know better on these baskets.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have been disappointed, but I know where to hit them.
Yeah, that's always an interesting thing, trying to choose how you're going to aim and the speed of your putt depending on the actual basket you're putting on. That's a kind of a next level strategy on the pro side.
Yeah, I feel like you either complain about put outs or you learn to put better.
Yeah, that's true. So Paige grabbing a stroke there, taking the lead by 1. On to hole 3. 294 feet, par 3. Got some trees to navigate. It is slightly uphill, very gettable birdie. It's kind of a choose your own adventure. You can throw the hyzer, you can throw a flip up the middle, or there's always a sidearm line on the left. A little bit more trees that side, but still a possibility to get back to the basket. And we've got that nice elevated pyramid basket.
So, going with the driver here. I think the gold line was throw. Thank you. In the circle. Yep.
Yeah, can't complain about that.
Again, we had that left-right where we had the tail behind it. Maybe that was the driver decision. I'm throwing a M2 here, my more stable one. I was aiming up the middle.
And it went right. Yeah.
And it went right, and I don't really want an uphill putt on an elevated basket, so I was not very stoked about that.
Sometimes you gotta take your medicine.
Yep, exactly. Paige throwing that pink felon we see all the time. I thought this was a great shot.
Yeah, you kind of need that right to left action with an overstable disc to get it back up that slight slope.
Yeah.
Easy to skip straight there off that slope.
Vanessa going with the vulture, which is, I would say, pretty similar to what Paige just threw. Overstable fairway.
Got a little turn.
Yeah, we had a discussion down the fairway on 18 about that, and she said that kept doing that to her, that when she was first throwing it. So
Maybe a little
through
bit.
the woods, got a little beat in.
And maybe learn in the bag, you know. This
Yep.
is Vanessa's first year with Discraft. She's one of their top players now, and she's been really performing very well with the plastic. Little layup. Yep. Not trying to get greedy on this Night Eyes pyramid basket. Thank you, Night Eyes, for sponsoring the event. Ooh,
Yes.
those hurt, especially in the final round. I know Paige went birdie
Yes.
on some of the other rounds, so I'm sure she's disappointed to not get that one today.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I know. I just assumed these girls were making me putt tonight.
Sure.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So I just lost a stroke. But, actually, when we went to the next tee, Paige Pierce said that was the first time she got a 3, and the same as Paige Bjerkaas, and I think Paige Bjerkaas 4-4.
Oh, 4-4-3. So she's happy with the
So
birdie.
she was actually.
And Bjerkaas is pissed about the birdie.
Yep. So.
Oh,
just a
funny.
little-
It's funny how the holes play so different for each player.
Yep. Yeah, and I just parted every round, which, like they're saying, 294 feet right there in front of us.
Yeah.
But
It was and actually only 3 ladies got the birdie today. We had Lisa, Casey Pennington, and Lydia Lyons. So no movement there. Party par. Moving on to the next one. Paige with one stroke lead. We're on to hole 4, one of the hardest holes on the course. 441 feet, par 4. The initial shot is a straight and then right to left. Then you're going to have to go S to the left and then S back to the right. And then you've got some tricky trees to navigate at circle 2's edge. And then this wonderful little slope on the right that can make your comebackers a little tricky. There's a disc
she
change
left.
there.
Nope, she left. She's gone.
She's gone.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know. She missed the hole.
Bjerkaas has left the building. Oh, there she is. Okay, she's back.
Finger disc is what I think she is throwing. Her Fusion Judge. And that is beautiful. Thank you. Nothing wrong with that.
It's always interesting whether you want to get aggressive or throw a mid or a putter. But most important, it seems that landing in the middle is the key.
Yep. And I'm throwing M2 because I want to be farther, and I feel like the gap's hard to hit with both. So why not
be
get
a
rewarded
little
when you hit the gap?
Slightly aggressive? Yeah, I like that.
Yep. Paige opting for the putter.
Which she
Throwing
can basically throw as far as I can throw a mid. So.
Yep, exactly.
So
She's
that works.
Throwing the Marshall, I think, on that one. Vanessa with a buzz.
Really beautiful tee shots there by everyone. Man, that is like #1 goal accomplished.
Yeah.
Get off the tee and be somewhere in the fairway. Because those trees on the left and the right are rough.
Yeah.
You end up just pitching out if you're not on the fairway, which is relatively skinny. Taking this tight inside gap. That's about a 10-foot gap there to try to hit.
Great shot. I mean,
Circle 2.
can't be mad about that. Paige lining up beforehand with her. I'm gonna say that's her Allen.
I would agree, yeah.
That same pink one.
Ooh, little early.
Just inches from being probably perfect. I threw the
Ooh, inside route.
Mhm.
I like it. Oh my, oh, what, did you just hit the pole?
I think I missed it. I think I got some grass there.
Okay.
But I threw my M4 there.
Beautiful.
Vanessa.
Oh no! Oh, that hurts.
Yep.
Oh.
It hurts always, but it hurts when you pure that drive. I think it hurts a little more.
Yeah. You
Little
think she was
deeper.
getting a little greedy or just a little miss throw?
Yeah, I think just a missed throw. I think mid-range was okay from there.
Yeah. And then she's recovering here, left side. Still really tricky from there.
Yep, I think she's in circle 2, but still tricky.
Paige recovering.
Beautifully.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect little cut roll at the end there, too. Couldn't have drawn that out better. Paige Bjerkaas with the fiancé Grady shoe on the bag.
Such a quick player. I love it.
Yeah, right? Never have to worry about backups when she's on the card.
Right. Or catching the card.
The truth.
This is from circle. No, she's up in the circle 1. I remember. Because I remember thinking, well, she'll pan that.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, inside the circle, that's
Yes.
in.
Let's do that.
Really close. Really good run, though.
Yeah, and you have to think, too, I don't think it didn't look as aggressive as her stroke normally is.
Mm-hmm.
And you do have the river right behind that.
Absolutely.
And it drops off very quickly.
So easy to roll into it. And you get to tap in a birdie, the lone birdie of the entire field today. 54% of the field actually went bogey or worse. You're getting a couple strokes. Here we are, hole 5, a par 3, 264 feet, uphill with a plateaued green, tight woods on the right, trouble on the left. It's a pretty straight shot, slightly turning to the right, with a tricky green and some trees to navigate. Very gettable hole, but very, very tricky.
And I'm throwing my M4 on some hyzer because, like you said, it actually plays a bit straighter than it looks off the tee. It makes kind of like that sucker hole that makes you want to turn it over, and that's where you can kind of err.
Inside the circle.
Yep. And from where I was, it looked outside the circle. So that was, like I said, how the hole plays.
Pleasant surprise.
Yeah. And Paige throwing her trespass.
Turn it
Turn it-
over again. I think the last 2 rounds, she also ended up in that shul.
Yep. And Paige throwing her new gatekeeper, which I think is from West Side. And she'll have a look there. Just a little low, didn't get up the hill. And Vanessa throwing her heat.
A little low, a little early.
Great kick, though.
Nice gallery there following you guys.
Yeah. Through the woods and all. Nice uphill approach. So I think they are just inside the circle.
That makes sense. Yeah, I think those bushes are right at the edge of the circle.
And it's a little awkward of a stance when you're on the side of the hill. So.
Yeah, little chain tickle there. Still
Yep.
trying to dial in her putt. Paige, gets a rim and a roll.
This rim has our number, as you'll see here.
Oh, goodness. It's contagious. Got a case of the rims.
Yep. They were still on the hill, so I thought I would seize the opportunity to get out of the way.
Paige for par. A long comebacker.
There it is.
No problem.
It's always silly when it rolls away and you make that putt, which is sometimes harder than the putt you miss.
Sometimes I feel like those harder putts sometimes help you focus a bit.
Yeah. A little more pressure to make it.
Or when you have maybe a tree to navigate or some weird shul in front of you, sometimes that extra focus seems to make the hard putts easier.
Well, I think you're focusing more on the line or the putt instead of.
Yeah, get in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
Sometimes those wide open putts sometimes are the hardest.
Yeah. So
yeah, no birdies there. And actually there was no birdies in the entire field on that hole, which is odd being so short. But
especially when we were all in circle 2 or circle 1. So that's
yeah.
a little
67% par rate on that one for the field. On to hole 6 is also a par 3, another relatively short hole, 267 feet, navigating a relatively tight gap for 75%, and then you're tailing off to the right down a hill with some bushes and things to navigate through on the right side.
I'm throwing a D1 that I've had in my bag, I think, for 200 years. So it's a little flippy, so nice to hit the
Perfectly
gap.
executed.
Yeah.
Can you teach me how to throw a sidearm?
Huh?
Can you teach me how to do that?
Oh my gosh. You're goofy. Paige showing her judge here.
Ooh, a little wide.
Yeah. Which I think is probably the miss. She's trying to late flip it through the gap, which I saw she did the first 2 rounds. Paige again with that gatekeeper.
Is that a new disc in her bag?
Yep. She actually on the hole before, we were talking about it on the tee pad. She said it was actually not as flippy as her judge. So maybe still getting to know it. Vanessa finding a way down the right side.
I don't know if there's actually a line there, but she found it.
She won't be mad when she gets down there. Because there's a lot you can catch on the right side as well.
For sure.
Yep. Beautiful shot.
Yeah, and down that hill, it's always tough to grab that Annie angle down a hill and still have it settle right.
Yep.
But leaves herself kind of a tester.
Yep. Yeah, you get in those bushes and you're not sure if you're going to have the ceiling or not.
Paige also getting through well. The hyzer, leaving herself a putt.
I think those are great scrambles. Just to have a putt from up there is awesome.
For par, wow, that was way more obstructed than I thought.
Yep.
Yeah, she's got a ceiling there. She's got bushes to navigate on either side, but found the chains.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And here you are after your perfect drive for birdie.
And no rim for me.
That's right. Gonna miss the opposite way if we're gonna miss.
Yep. Put him up and in. And again, Vanessa sneaking through. And there's our Vanessa.
That's the confidence.
Yep.
Slammer.
Yep. Love it. Paige to clean up after a great scramble.
No problem.
Yeah. Some birdies and pars on that hole, although short. I think that's great.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty fun hole.
Yeah.
Quite a few birdies on this hole. 2 on this card, and then Valerie Manahano and Kona and Lydia Lyons also got it.
Lydia was on the birdie.
Yeah, she sure was. So that brings you to now leading with that nice birdie. Feels so good to get a birdie with a sidearm.
Yeah.
When it's not necessarily your dominant
Yep.
shot. Hole 7, par 4, 462. You saw those savage walls there, lining the beginning part of the fairway, which is a couple hundred feet out into the open. And then you're navigating a valley with trees and bushes, both left and right, and a weird slope on the green with these stairs, a tough approach, tough out of the gate, open, and then tough back into the pin.
And I'm actually going overstable here because I want to get left.
Oh no! And did you hit the
Lisa made
Mando tree?
Mando. Vanessa also going.
The opposite mistake.
Yep, but overstable as well. Because
Yeah.
like we said, you want to be misses out and left.
Yeah, and then it kind of sets you up for a better approach as a backhand thrower to get up to the pin without having to throw a turnover or a straight shot.
Exactly. Yes. And Paige. throwing her suspect, I want to say.
Or Tina Oakley.
Oh, yeah. Um, so Vanessa kicked back in the fairway. Is that what happened here?
Yeah, she kicked
Okay.
left, just
Okay.
beyond the Mando tree.
Okay.
She's thrown out into the open.
Yep. That should be possibly doable for the car. So those bushes are actually sticker wood.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was a little nervous on the reach back.
The foliage in Texas looks pretty, but it is gnarly.
Yes.
Thorns out here are strong and long. Paige also trying to recover here. She looks like she's going for the green.
Oh, yeah. She definitely
Oh, my
is.
goodness.
And
She leaves herself a putt.
yeah.
What?
all of
I don't
that.
even know how that happened. Good for her.
And I'm going to try to take the same line. It's just not going to work.
Yeah, there's so much going on there.
Yeah, I should have definitely.
I feel like
been
that's
more
grown
inside.
in. I think it's grown in over since last year. Paige with a really tough turnover shot here. Turns it a little early.
I'm thinking something that. I think there's maybe more wind than we thought. Something that's pushing them right, or we're just avoiding that left side. Because early left is extremely hard to scramble.
And we
out.
definitely have a left to right crosswind
Yeah.
here.
And I don't think we felt it
Vanessa also with a turnover.
through the right side.
Park City kid.
Yep. Can't be mad about that after the drive.
Mm-mm.
Tap in four.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And Paige again with the Texas spoilage. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Always nice to not have to really putt on this basket. With those stairs, you can just kind of get a weird roll that just
Yep.
puts you in really weird. Wow! Going for it. That was a nice little throw-ish putt.
Yeah.
Throw putt?
It was a, you
Far.
have a little back step.
Yeah. Although that death putt behind it is no
No,
fun.
yeah. Get in. I actually didn't think about that until I was walking up the stairs. Like, how far did that actually go? And I was shocked. I thought Paige would can it after the putt she made on the wrap.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, kind of that same low ceiling.
So some tap-in pars here.
Yeah. And I tapped in for bogey.
Mm.
Yeah.
So giving one back. This is definitely a birdieable hole, and I'm wondering if the tee shots were a little bit contagious
Yeah.
on this
I will
one.
take the blame for that.
Come on, Kat. Just giving all us chase card and lower card people a shot to get a birdie back,
Yeah, absolutely.
which we saw myself, Rebecca, Ellen, and Jessica got this birdie today.
Oh, little girl, how cute.
Love that. Love seeing the young women in the galleries.
Yeah, me too.
So back to tied, keeping it interesting. On to hole 8, which is one of the shortest. It is the shortest hole on the course, but also one of the tightest holes on the course.
Yeah, very true.
I mean, really, you got about 12-foot gap up the left side. A lot of players are going to throw a putter straight. It's also sidearm line is available for a straight shot. And the trouble is really if you end up short and have to throw an approach shot, and that right side slope makes all the putts hard.
So Vanessa throwing a roach here. And I thought she was basket hunting.
Wow.
That was a great shot. And probably not a bad tree, actually. She made a base, but now she's sitting.
Yeah, she
pretty
might
for
not
the
have had a
green.
putt if that had kept going. That ceiling, you got that slope, and then the ceiling there is tough to navigate.
And that is a great shot. A judge.
Oh, sidearm.
With my
Again, can you teach me how to do that? I didn't get this hole any round. Ugh.
Well, I was trying the putter like you're seeing Paige and Vanessa and Paige do here. And my problem was that.
The early turn.
Yes, or just an early tree because my the kick was worse for me than if I missed my.
Mm-hmm. Tricky approach here. You don't want to leave it short because then you have a death putt, but if you throw it too long, you're down the hill with also not much of a putt.
Yeah.
But tree was favorable there.
Very thankful for that tree. That's all.
Vanessa with a death putt.
Yeah.
Wow. Her
Yes.
speed is crazy on
Yep.
those putts.
Yep.
Jamming it in.
Midi.
I don't remember her putt being that hard before.
Mm,
You think it's the new discs?
maybe. Yeah. Another great recovery. To be early on that hole and recover is pretty impressive.
You basically have the same gap to try to hit if you're early,
Yeah.
which is tricky.
And although we didn't get to see it, this is where my drive went. And I was stoked because, like we've talked about with the sidearm, you can be down in that hill, kind of fighting trees and.
Did you go standstill sidearm there?
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I'm not as accurate when I run up.
Yeah.
And it's
So,
not, and
wow.
It's only 200 feet.
Right? So, wow, 3 out of the 4 got the birdie here. You guys still neck and neck at -9. Only other birdie on the day was Valerie Mandahano. I'm going to say her name right. I'm going to get it. Hole 9, par 5, 519 feet. Tricky shot off the tee. Typically, players are going to play conservative, a straight putter shot, just trying to land in the fairway. And then you're getting to this bowl on your second shot, a couple hundred feet. And then you have another 150 feet to approach the green, which is plateaued, sloped everywhere away from it with a few trees to navigate.
And Vanessa told me she wanted nothing to do with a driver, that she was going putter. And unfortunately just missed the fairway.
Sometimes it's when you got a club down, you're trying to do that to save yourself that fairway shot, and that's so frustrating when you miss that, the layup basically.
Yeah, and Paige will be okay there, just a little left. And I actually opt to go fairway driver.
Aggressive.
Because I feel like if I mess up with the putter or the driver.
And you get
You're
all the way
scrambling.
down to the bowl.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
That's impressive. You got an eagle look there.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah. So Paige also with the putter.
Perfect.
Coming.
Oh no, not perfect.
You perfect.
It looked. I did. I'm sorry, Paige. That was my bad.
She has a nice little gap here, though. That's a little better than from my angle. I didn't get to see that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think that was
That
well
works.
done. Yep. Yeah, I feel like the other reason I went fairway driver is because you can get down the bottom, you can salvage your par.
Even if you are in the trees.
Especially
Especially playing
that long.
Yeah.
It isn't.
Playing as a par 5, I mean, if you can knock out 150 feet at a time, even if you have, or if you knock the 300 out and you pitch out, it's still the same result. Little wide there, but she gets a trickle into the fairway.
Yeah, because then I feel like you can still manage to somehow get near the bottom.
Definitely a favorable sidearm here on this turn, which the turn sneaks up on you a little quicker than you think. You almost have to throw a little longer than it looks.
And
Coming around the corner well and in the middle.
Yeah, that was a great recovery. Like I said, now she'll be able to have a chance with favorite par.
Vanessa with some decisions here. Looks like she ended up laying up rather than trying to get aggressive and throw that crazy Annie.
Yep. And
Sidearm for the eagle.
knocked down.
Little bit of shul there.
Yeah. I think I should have gone mid-range and slid it up the hill when I'm looking back. I think I even said that after. Paige putter. Yep. Just super tight, really.
Yeah.
I mean, that wasn't that bad of a shot in my opinion. I thought for sure it was turning nice, and Vanessa finding
Mm.
a kick. and a
Yeah,
putt.
there's
Yep.
so many trees there if you're not peering that gap.
It makes it an awkward approach shot there if you don't throw the sidearm, in my opinion.
For sure, because you're going
Yep.
uphill and a turnover.
No trees for her.
What trees? Paige has a tricky shot here. Uphill, she's probably trying to throw the hyzer, trying to get through these gaps, but there's so many trees.
Inside the circle, though.
She's got that bent over tree right in her line, though.
And I was just,
Always nice to have a layup like that for birdie.
yeah. I wanted to go for it, but that slanted tree doesn't really allow it. Yeah.
And I don't blame you for going driver on that second shot, because, I mean, when you got an eagle opportunity,
Yeah.
it's tough to not try to
Be
get
aggressive.
it.
Yeah. Just high. So we're stopping with the rim. But
Now we're on to band life.
so this is for par, correct?
I think so.
Yeah. There's V.
There she goes. No band for her.
No, just heart and aggressive. I just love watching it. And I think it's because deep down I would love to do it.
Oh yeah,
But
ditto. Yeah.
I
Well.
like my comebackers to be afoot.
I can appreciate that. So tap-in birdie for you. Paige actually tapping in a few strokes worse.
And that is the front nine.
Yeah, wow. Pulling away by 2 strokes on the last hole of the front nine. Catrina Allen at a -10 on fire. And we will see what happens on the back. Thanks for joining us.
See you on the back.
And big shout out to Dynamic Discs for sponsoring the event and all the other sponsors you see on all those wonderful walls.